the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
Ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What a at. Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jet. Got a jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck. And the orchestra gon' play a score for every Oblo project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. Oh, y'all girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games. Gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Wilson going to come out throwing. And his first pass is incomplete. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. And look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the... And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Isaiah Spiller, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Room here to run. Shoves him aside. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers 30. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And when I saw it was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just back protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And the slot man goes in motion left. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Herbert now. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
We call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. The Chargers at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Running on first down, Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They'll try the option right here on 3rd down. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he's got it. Touchdown! Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10. Right where they set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He completes this to Sutton, and he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's got his 6'5 receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The torn ACL ended what was supposed to be K.J. Hamler's breakout year after just 3 games. Denver will bring him along slowly, but this is the year they fully expect him to develop into the speedy starter they wanted with their 2nd-round pick in 2020. Picks up a first down for the Broncos right there.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Off the draw, here's Williams.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And this is back to a 5-point game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this is a 43-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Dumps it off for Spiller. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He's got it to Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
They both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points? And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. They'll roll him out right. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game. You
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone. They throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up. You end up throwing a pick. Everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I have both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. Now Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 and a Charger TD. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. He still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath.
And now here's another interception. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to go down again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive. First and 10 in the fourth quarter. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Wilson going to throw for it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 2-score game at 16.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough,
this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Yet another interception, and I just had to double check my math, but it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. One last shot for Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Chargers, they climb back to...
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose.
Me and my boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment. Told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up. I cannot quit it. I need it. I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting. I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up. 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 Nothing can stop me. Run it up. 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 Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen, the boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. gonna be a riot. Doubt me, it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me.